Well, again, we talked about this just for a minute. The right and left thing is so they learn the concepts of the defense for both sides. When Shaq got here last year, he just came from playing baseball. He had blisters on his feet. We're trying to get him ready to play the first game. Shaq, Travis, Johnny are a year older in the system. They've spent a year with Coach Sermon, so we're teaching them the concepts of the defense. So if, knock on wood, somebody did get dinged up, you always have your next best player in the game, not the number 2 at that position.
Andrew Hudson, will you still try to move him around, or do you want to give him a spot and say, go get him?
Yeah, Andrew's playing our stud end right now, and which is his most natural position. We played him inside because we needed to. We didn't have a ton of bodies in there, and he may still need to do that some for us because again, there's certain fronts that we want to play at certain times, and we might have to have him do that.
How difficult in the years you've been coaching? How difficult and how unusual is it where a true freshman can come in and really contribute from a mental learning capacity standpoint?
Just it's case by case, and it's not always the ones that everybody assumes. And I think it's just every kid. Their preparation through high school, their physical abilities, their mental ability, that all plays into it. And then they're just left home for the first time, and now they're living on their own for the first. So there's just a lot that goes into it. It's hard to say.
Is it more challenging for you when you're out there looking at tape, or even in the recruiting process, to try to predict the mental potential of kids versus physical?
Absolutely. There's no test you can give them. You make your best judgments based on getting to know the player. Based on what the coaches say, you make your best judgments, but everybody's a little bit different.
The defense made leaps and bounds last year in terms of statistics and both play on the field from the previous season to last season. Do you think they can do that again this season? Do you have that kind of feeling of you can make that next big leap even more? Is that
really all we're worried about is getting every guy to play as good as they possibly can. So the statistics are going to be what they are. We just want to play up to our potential. That's what our goal is.
What are your expectations for Connor Cree this camp and this season?
Connor's going to get a lot of opportunities in camp. We expect him to continue to improve like he did in spring, and we will see what type of role that puts him in come fall. So again, these are tough questions to answer, but in about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I could give you a lot better, insightful answer.
In terms of the freshmen, how much opportunities are they going to get?
A lot. Yeah, they're going to get plenty of reps. This first week, they're going to get just as many reps as the ones are.
What do you like about Evan?
I think he's big, and I think he's got good long levers, and he's a tough kid. And he's got decent athleticism for a big guy, so we're not the biggest defensive front right now, and so moving him over just gives us another big body, and he's willing to do it, and we're excited about him.
Sorry, go ahead.
No true.
No true. He's not coming back.
Oh,
Did he sign? Shoot.
he's making a lot more money.
We could give him another scholarship.
I love this song. So Peters, Watson, Gray,
Cleveland
Wallace,
freshman.
Yeah. Is it wide open in that group for both spots, or?
Yeah, everybody's going to have to compete to earn that spot. And we talked to Sean Parker the other day. Sean's played as much as anybody, but Sean's got to come out and produce just like everybody, and he will. So Marcus has obviously played for us last year. Greg has played for us some, but those other guys are going to push him. So that's what this is all about, is creating some competition. And we need depth. We can't just have 2 starting corners and then fall off the face of the planet. We need to have some guys that can play, and they will play. We just need to get them all as good and ready as they can be.
And do you need to adjust because you were able to take True and just put him on somewhere and not worry about him essentially last year? And so now, do you need to worry about that spot and kind of lay off in other spots, or how do you kind of?
You try and put the pressure on your best players. So there will be times when our corners are in man and they got to win a one-on-one, and then there's times that we'll support them with either a post safety or a half safety. So it really changes, and it's by game plan, it's by matchup, it's by what are we good at, what are they good at. But there could be times definitely that we maybe help a guy, and there's going to be times that we play like we did last year. So we're not going to alter our defense and all of a sudden start playing cover 2 the whole game because we're worried about the corner getting beaten man to man. We're not going to do that. It's hard to play good defense doing that. So our guys will continue to improve. Keith Hayward's going to be working with those guys, and we're excited about the the potential at those positions. We just got to go out and get them ready to play.
Where does Travell Dixon fit in that mix?
Travell Dixon, no, sorry, yeah, you didn't mention him. Obviously, Travell's going to have a lot of opportunity as well this fall camp. So Travell is a guy we expect to compete for those spots as well.
Is he kind of that guy that you can put on that island? Maybe is he kind of the ideal guy that you can just leave out there? Is he kind
We'll
of?
see.
It seems almost natural because he's a year older. But do you think you can do more exotic stuff with Shaq?
Shaq definitely has a much better understanding of the defense. Again, this time last year, he had his baseball bat on his shoulder and just showing up. So he understands everything much better. He's a smart kid. He's between him and Johnny, I mean, those guys are very intelligent guys, and Travis is getting better and better as well. So they're going to understand more, which essentially means you can do a little more with them. Yeah.
You see, maybe the DBs are then the area that you need to develop the most at.
We need it everywhere because everybody's doing, running up tempo, and they run 85 plays a game. We got to have some people to roll, whether at D-line, at linebacker, and in the secondary. You can't just play 11 guys. You got to have 16, 17, 18 people to play, and you got to play them. So it's everywhere.
Sark mentioned a little bit Evan Hudson into D-line. What kind of addition does he add?
He's a big guy. He's 6'5"-ish, about 275 right now, maybe a little, right in there. And he's got good long levers. He played tight end. He's a physical kid. He's tough. He's got good athleticism. So we're excited to have him over there.